Is it a sarcastic laugh?
Okay, next problem. Number 20. F of x is equal to x cubed. G of x is equal to the cube root of 1 minus x cubed. So f of g of x, putting in the equation from g of x for x and f of x. So that's going to be the cube root of 1 minus x cubed, and then that whole thing is cubed. The cube and the cube root offset each other, and so I'm left with 1 minus x cubed. Then g of f of x is the cube root of 1 minus x cubed cubed, which is the cube root of 1 minus x to the 9th, and that's it for that one.
They're good. Can't you cube root that?
No, because it's 1 minus. Like, there's a minus in here, so I can't. If it was just the cube root of x to the 9th, then yes, I could, but I can't.
If it was 1 plus x to the 9th, could you do that?
Nope. If it's adding or subtracting in there, you can't do that.
Is the cube root of 1, 1?
So could we pull out the 1?
No, because
Just
it's
leave it
being
so it says
added
1.
and subtracted. 22. F of x is equal to 1 over x plus 1. G of x is equal to 1 over x minus 1. So this one's going to be a little bit more involved.
Great.
I don't like the fractions. I don't fit on the line.
That's why I have unlined paper.
I can't use that on my paper. It gets even worse.
All right, so doing the same thing here. So f of g of x is 1 over x minus 1 plus 1.
A fraction?
I need to get a common denominator on the bottom so that I can combine that stuff, because otherwise there's nothing else I can do legally. So,
Legally.
What?
like, I would be breaking math rules if I do anything else.
Oh no.
So I'm going to multiply by x minus 1 over x minus 1. So I've got 1 over 1 plus x minus 1 over x minus 1.
So many math rules, but no one could make up that we couldn't have fractions within fractions.
Wait,
Don't you
are you
just say-
multiplying the 1 by x minus 1? Or
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were multiplying the whole thing.
Nope, just what it's touching. Alright, 1 and negative 1 on the top of the
Wait, what's
the top of the bottom fraction cancel.
What's the numerator? What's the denominator in that?
So the denominator of the denominator is x minus 1.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
1 over all that.
It's 1 over a fraction.
Oh, so it just flips.
But it's not the fraction over the x minus 1. Or are they the same thing?
No. They're not.
So do we need parentheses or no?
No. This is the top of the fraction, this is the bottom of the fraction.
How do I type that in my calc?
You
Why
aren't.
did you just shorten it and say calc?
I always think.
Okay, so I have 1 over x 1 all over x minus 1. Okay. So, I now have a fraction and a fraction. Keep, change, flip. So I end up with x minus 1 over x. That's because I took this x minus 1 and I multiplied it by 1, so it just is x minus 1.
This was so much easier.
Why don't the x's cancel and the x in the second lower fraction?
Because it's a x minus 1 down here. It's being like there's something being subtracted from it, so you
So-
can't just cancel it.
You keep the first term.
But the -1 can't just exist on its own.
It doesn't want to, it's not.
No. Well, I mean, no, because it's x over x minus 1.
What are the
Okay.
words that follow keep, change, flip? Like keep the y, change the y, and then flip the y.
Keep the top fraction.
Keep top.
Keep the top, and then change the bottom and flip it over. Like change it from division to multiplication and then flip it over.
What is this used for? Like, what is it used for determining things?
I accidentally
Composing
called my mom's
functions
slime
of
and she got
functions
mad.
and finding inverses.
What do you think?
Uh,
Is it like a U thing or no?
All right, g of f of x
That's not gang.
is 1 over
I need to go to the
1
shepherd's
over
home.
x plus 1 minus 1.
Alright, wait,
Oh, we're still in the
Mr.
same
was
problem.
asking us to explain
Yep.
what y in was.
So I'm
She asked us to do that.
multiplying this -1 by x plus 1 over x plus 1. So on top I have 1 all over 1 minus x minus 1.
Where are we getting a -1 from?
The minus.
-1 times this.
Are we
That's,
multiplying the fraction or the -1?
Isn't the fraction and the fraction supposed to be x?
okay, look. If I have this, this means 2 times 3.
Yeah.
So if I'm putting something in parentheses touching a number, it means that's being multiplied by what it's touching.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So we're distributing?
Yes.
Isn't the fraction inside of the fraction supposed to be x minus 1 instead of x plus 1?
Why?
Because I thought
I need a common denominator.
I'm sorry.
1 and -1 cancel. So I now have on the bottom a negative x over x plus 1. Keep, change, flip. I get x plus 1 over negative x.
I was so proud of myself yesterday because I knew exactly what we were doing.
I'm doing the exact same thing I did yesterday. I just don't have a number that's getting plugged in.
Yeah, but I like that.
That's crazy, basically. I'm pretty sure that was your girl.
All right, we are going to now be decomposing functions. So, this is a function written in the form f of g of x, and I'm going to be breaking it up into its individual f of x and g of x parts. So, 24 is y equals x cubed plus 1 all squared. Some of these are going to have multiple ways that we could write what their f of x and g of x is. Okay? G of x is the inner part, f of x is the outer part. So the inner part of this one would be x cubed plus 1. So I would say g of x is equal to x cubed plus 1. And then I would say f of x would be x squared. Because if I take this and I plug this in for x and f of x, then I get this original equation.
It's not f of x equals g squared.
Yeah.
Or g of x squared.
It's f of g of x.
So f of x is f of
Please just stop.
So if I can just forgot that I had this and I told you to write this as f of g of x, you would tell me that I'm going to take all of this for g of x and plug this in for x and f of x. So this would be x cubed plus 1 all squared, which is what I started with. Now, another way I could write this problem, g of x could just be x cubed if I wanted it to be, and f of x could be x plus 1 squared. Because same thing, if I plug this in here, I have x cubed plus 1 being squared. So there's two different options that would give you the same answer for both. I would take either. I would typically stick to this option. But for some reason, people like to do this one. So I'm just showing you another option.
I think they're meant to be.
Some of them just should be a certain way. That's just the easy way. But people don't like to do that. So.
One.
All right, 26. Y equals 1 over x cubed minus 5x plus 3. All right, any ideas of what g of x should be?
1 over x.
No. G of x is what is getting plugged in.
X to the third minus 5x plus 3.
Yep, x to the third minus 5x plus 3. So then, Zach, what's f of x?
1 over x.
1 over x.
Question. Couldn't g of x also just be like x squared minus 5x?
If we
And then
did
f
g
of x
of
be
f
1
of x.
over x plus 3?
Why do you have to make it so difficult?
Well, your g of x that you said was wrong, but I could also do g of x is equal to x cubed minus 5x, and then f of x is 1 over x plus 3.
But they're both right?
Yes.
Can we ever do g of f of x?
Yes. We
We
did
have
that
done
right here.
And then f of g of
But
x?
this is asking us for f of g of x.
Oh.
So I have to go with what the instructions ask me for.
Or you could just break it afterwards.
You say don't break it.
Um,
You gotta make sure it's illegal.
This one's interesting. 28. Y equals e to the sine of x.
Oh no, do we have to know the rules now? Like how sine is the cosine of 1 over cosine, whatever that stuff is.
Or g
No.
of x is e, f of x is sin x.
Swap them.
That's what I meant.
F of x is e.
E.
G of x is what's getting plugged in. So this would be sine of x. F of x is the whole function, which would be e to the x. You can always check by going back and doing f of g of x yourself and covering it up and seeing if you get the same thing when you plug it in.
Oh.
I like the
Can we take an academic break?
30. What?
Academic break.
And 3 more problems. Or 4 more, not counting
Oh, I
this
thought
one.
you said 30.
Y equals the tangent of x squared plus 1.
G of x would be
No, it would just be tangent of x is the g of x, and then x squared plus 1 is f of x.
Yep.
I think we should just do these problems on the test.
Absolutely not.
So could you also,
absolute.
could g of x also be tangent of x squared and then f of x would just be x plus 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, so that's another option. G of x could be tangent of x squared. Just make sure you write it correctly if you're going to write it that way. Either put the parentheses with the square on the outside like they have it, or put the square inside.
Oh, it's starting to make sense.
And then f of x would be x plus 1. These should be the easiest problems. All right, find 2 functions find 2 functions defined implicitly by the given value of the relation. That means get y by itself.
What is
We can do that.
Get y by itself.
That means
When you get to calculus, when we do implicit differentiation, it's going to mean with respect to y. So anytime you hear implicit, you're going to think y. All right, 38. X plus y squared equals 25. So I want to get y by itself. What do I need to do
Move
first?
the x over.
So y squared is equal to 25 minus x. Now what?
We do y equals plus or minus the square root of 25 minus x.
Now they said I needed to have 2 functions. Do I have 2 functions?
Yes.
Yes, I do, because I have plus or minus.
It's not written out. They're written together.
You can leave them written together for the sake of this. I don't care. Just know that that is your 2, though. Like, that's all of these are going to require you to take the square root and have a plus or minus. Or one of them is an absolute value, That would also cause 2 problems, right?
Yeah, because it has to be
At the gas
plus or
station.
minus. Or no. Wait.
40. 3x squared minus y squared equals 25.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So negative y squared equals negative 3x squared plus 25. And no, it does not matter if you write the x first or last. I just know that the negative is going to cancel, so I stuck it out front this time.
Did you divide
Divide by a negative.
y squared equals positive 3x squared.
And then take the square root of both sides.
Plus or minus?
So y is plus or minus the square root of 3x squared minus 25.
So can we take it out for this one, or no? Just
No.
leave it like that?
You can just leave it as plus or minus. As long as you know that's supporting your 2 functions, like for this, you're fine. That's all I'm looking for. All right, do you want to see an absolute value one?
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really.
I wanna see.
Well, it could be on your quiz, so.
Oh, free. Yes.
X minus the absolute value of y is equal to 1.
Oh yeah, this is fun.
So I need to get y by itself. So what do I have to do that?
Minus x divided by 1.
So negative absolute value of y is equal to negative x plus 1. Now I can divide by my negative, which I think is what you were saying to do. So I still have the absolute value of y is equal to x minus 1.
Plus or minus?
Not yet. Not yet. So an absolute value function, as my mom always says, 2 words,
1
2
sentence.
equations. Okay? So 1 is copied exactly. Y equals x minus 1. This is one of them.
Yeah.
The other one is y equals negative and then x minus 1. We have to make the whole thing negative. So this would be negative x plus 1 for the other one.
Wow.
Okay, now you don't have to show this step that I wrote here. You could have gone straight to the answer. But those are your 2. These cannot be written together. Okay, these have to be written separate. Square root ones you can leave together. The absolute values you'll have to separate.
Thank you.
Questions, comments, or concerns?
Streams are outlined.
Thank you.
All right.
Put it on the piece of paper that we had before.
Yep, that's what you should do unless you ran out of space. All right, we stopped yesterday at 13.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so in addition, you should do 17, 19, 21, 23, 29, 37, 41, and 43.
Yeah. These are due Monday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, finish it.
If you're going to do them this week.